Okay, we are back. Quick little adjustment. Got my coffee. Coffee's in the works. It's gonna feel so much better. Can't wait. This is gonna take the edge off. We got carrots for our favorite guy here. We got carrots for the best guy. The best guy. It's crazy. I'm working with natural light. Basically, I do have my room light on, but you know, here we go, buddy. Yeah. Yay! All right, puppy, are you ready for another episode of football? Boom, and we are good to go. About T-minus like 10 minutes away. Arguably, I don't think I needed this. I feel kind of wired already. It's gonna get weird. This cup of coffee has nervous breakdown written all over it. Let's look at the lineups. So for Atleti, Jan Black in the goal. Hanko, Lenormand, Jimenez, and Llorente. Jimenez hasn't been around for a little while. It's been Langley in that center back pairing with Lenormand, and Lenormand, at least on here on FootMob, is on the left side of central defense. Whereas when Jimenez was gone and he was paired up with Langley, Lenormand was on the right. Maybe he's ambidextrous. Llorente is filling in that right back spot. 4-4-2 for Atleti, by the way. And in midfield, it's Nico Gonzalez, Coque, Barrios, and Simeone. And up two is a strike pairing of Alexander Sorla and Julian Alvarez. Very nice. For their bench, however, they have Clement Langley, Galan, Ruggeri, Molina, Baena. Baena, that guy was with Villarreal, wasn't he? Let me check that. Am I right? I sure am. God damn it, I'm good. Gallagher is on the bench as well, as is Antoine Griezmann, Raspadori, Almada, and Carlos Martin, young Spanish international. The only injury that Atleti have at this point is the American, Johnny Cardoso. You hate to see that. Now let's switch back over to Arsenal. Raya in goal. Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, and my personal, I'm a little surprised by this. Lewis Skelly at left back. I haven't seen him this so far this season. Normally in that left back spot we have seen Calafiori. But Lewis Skelly gets the nod here on the big Champions League day, and it's a 4-2-3-1. Holding midfield is Zubimendi and Rice. Love that. Saka on the right, Eze in the middle, and Martinelli on the left. That one's also a surprise, Martinelli. Doesn't usually start. He's been more of a super sub lately. And then Victor Gyökeres up top. 8 matches, 3 goals so far in the Prem. 0 goals so far in the Champions League, and what was it, last season he was the top scorer? Right, Gyökeres was the top scorer of the Champions League last season, wasn't he? Never mind, he was not. He scored a shitload of goals though. Guirassy and Rafinha were the joint top scorers in 24-25. That's why Guirassy was in the Ballon d'Or rankings. I was wondering why. But let's see if Gyökeres can do anything today. Will he have his moment? It's a big match, big teams. So you need to score in these. You can ask Alexander Isak what the pressure is like right now if you don't score in the big matches, because that motherfucker went ghost against Manchester United. Now Manchester United aren't technically a great team right now, but they are a big name, and that is a big match. That's one of the biggest matches of Liverpool's season on paper, because it's the old enemy, you know. Isak had every opportunity to do so, and he couldn't do it. So right now, I imagine his week isn't going very great. You can ask him, Victor, and I guarantee you he would suggest that you score in this match. Puppy is chilling. Look at him. Just look at him. I can just watch him all day. I love this guy. I fucking love this guy. I want to pet you. Give me belly rubs. Tummy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Give it to me. Give it to me. Let me get that to me. Let me get that to me. Yeah. There it is. There it is. Match is about to start soon. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, puppy. Oh yeah. Happy pup. Happy pup. Let's get this shit going, dude. Can it be 12 already? T-minus 5 minutes. Alright, cool. You know what's funny? I've seen a lot more Atletico than I would have liked this season. Not to say I don't like them, but Simeone's teams do not play pretty football. I think we can all agree on that. You know, there's nothing very spectacular about their style of play. So I just don't gravitate towards Atletico. But they're always in the big matches. They're always contenders for something. Arsenal too. I think this is like my third or fourth Arsenal coverage. Once again, shout out to Small Circle Club for the merch today and the new drop. Congratulations. This is my best friend and roommate's brand. I threw it in the chat a little while ago. I'm not totally sure if it's still there, but it's at Small Circle Club. Go give him a follow. Ask him about the new merch. Check out his stuff. He makes incredible merchandise. He's a great guy. Very creative dude. Go check him out at Small Circle Club. And honestly, brighten up your day, because his content, his merchandise is all really fucking positive and really uplifting. And join a community, build. How does it go? How does it go? Community, not competition. Not competition, but community is one of the mottos of Small Circle Club. At Small Circle Club, go follow it now. Is your dog playing in the Champions League? Yeah. I mean, he could play in goal, dude. I play with this guy all the time at the dog park, and we like to kick the ball around, and this motherfucker, he dives, jumps. He could be on the bench. Maybe not a starter, but he could definitely be on the bench for sure. Hydrate. Okay, so that doesn't count for coffee, but luckily I have H2O here. Seriously, dude, I need to fucking hydrate. I've fallen off. So I've been out of the gym for like a month, and that inadvertently has taken an effect on how much water I drink. Because when I'm working out, I drink at least, I try for like you're supposed to have a gallon, but I go for like you're supposed to drink a gallon, but I'm only able to really drink like half at most, you know? But even now, as being out of the gym, I've fallen off. What's the dog's name? That's Zorro. Zorro in the cut, man. He looks like it. Does he look like a Gerald to you? That is wild. Gerald, do you hear that? Gerald, that's a new one. That's crazy. All right, kickoff. Arsenal, Atleti. Could go either way. I tip Arsenal with the advantage here. They've been doing really well. They've been doing really well this season. Let me pull up their form. I think they had a scrappy win over the weekend, right? In the Premier League. They sure did. They are 5 wins in a row. Maybe even more. They haven't lost since August and have only dropped points once, and that was against City. Holy shit. Yeah, Arsenal. I'm betting Arsenal here. Atleti are good, but they've fixed their early woes. Atleti. They had a really rough start to the season, but I think they're in better stride now. I know they got the win over the weekend. They sure did. They've picked it up after that loss against Liverpool in the first round of the Champions League. So undefeated in their last, 7? So they're about evenly matched, I would say. Let's see. Launched up high on the right side. Look at how many numbers Arsenal have on the right side there. Holy shit. Timber almost brought that ball down in the box and was able to center it, but he loses control of it and it goes out of bounds. Now, Timber's been wicked. Timber has been wicked this season for Arsenal. My thoughts, maybe the best right back in the league at the moment. He's everything. He's technically great. He's fucking terrifying as well. Like, he is... You do not want to come up against Jurrien Timber. He hits hard, man. Some of the best defenders require that fear factor. Timber very involved early on. They're targeting that right side, Arsenal. Very wise. Very wise. I don't think Hansko is usually the starter there either for Atleti. I think I've seen maybe he is. I feel like I've seen Galan there recently, but I think they alternate. That's a poor clearance by Atleti, and here come Arsenal. Eze hits it, deflected. Oh, hits the crossbar. Rice is there with the rebound, but hits it over the bar. Ooh, electric start so far. Oh man, Jimenez really starts that off with a poor clearance. Eze with the shot. Hansko gets a deflection, but as it's dropping back down, it almost lands in the back of the net. But luckily, the crossbar is there to bail out Oblak. And then Rice tries to volley it. Arsenal are all over Atleti at the moment, flanking the right side. Look at Gyökeres at full speed. Lenormand shakes him off like a bullfighter. Llorente's been wicked too, dude. Llorente's been one of the standouts for me in this Atleti side. That Llorente and Simeone combination on the right side for our Atleti's attack has been nothing short of incredible. Llorente is fucking versatile, bro, because he's a good defender and he's wicked in midfield and in attack. Like, he's a well-rounded player. Marcos Llorente is severely underrated, if you ask me. How do I know so much about football? I've been watching it a long time, my guy. Been watching it a really long time. And so I've watched football very regularly for 15 years now. And when you start to, oh shit, shot from Saka blocked. Look at Arsenal. Lewis Skelly shoots. Oh, just fizzed in front of goal. Just asking for Saka to tap it in. But when you start to really read into football, and then you watch the games and start to narrate and really start to formulate ideas and stuff, your knowledge only grows, dude. There's always something you can learn from each match. And if something really interests you, and if you're really passionate about it, then the knowledge just comes on its own. Everything you're going to pick up is going to be worth the work. But just time, effort, everybody has their thing. Basically, that's it, dude. Just watching it a long time, always being a consistent fan, trying to be open to, to footballing philosophies and ideas, and really trying to understand what each team is trying to do. I've always kind of approached football as a neutral, and so I try to keep my mind open towards what each club is attempting to do and where they're at each season, instead of being latched onto one team and just sort of living in that box. I expand my horizons and try to follow multiple different avenues of footballing thought. Dude, Eze's big. Look how big he is compared to Alvarez here. It's pretty big. To the majority, I think he's bigger than Barrios too. The physique of a player like Eze, who is prolific in the Premier League, versus the prolific players of the La Liga, dude, that is insane. Look how big Eze looks compared to the bulk of this midfield from Atleti. He was surrounded by 3 different guys there, and he was able to get pretty far. Do you know any Danish players? Yeah, dude, fucking we got, what's his name? Anders Dreyer is Danish, right? There's a couple other guys. There's also fucking Christian Eriksen, right? Timber with the hard tackle on Barrios. That's what I'm talking about, dude. Timber's a savage, bro. He's scary and he's a hard hitter. He's, I think, the best right back in the league at the moment. Dude, Atletico just looks smaller all around. Hansko cannot contain Saka. That's a mismatch. Arsenal still with the ball here. 20 minutes in, and they definitely look way more threatening. I don't know if, apart from that one series of passes about 2 or 3 minutes ago, Atleti haven't been able to breach the final third. You see, Atletico aren't really able to move centrally with the ball. They're forced out to the sides. This is crazy. Atleti trying to pass around the pressure. Succeeding for now. Alright, Atleti starting to build here. Oh no. No. Barrios loses it to Saka. That's on Jimenez again. That's on Jimenez again. That's the second time I think that I've noticed that Jimenez misplaces a clearance or a pass. That time they got very lucky because that pass to Barrios was just sloppy. Sloppy, and Saka really kind of unfortunate to not turn that into a result. It's going backwards. There's Lenormand. Calm and composed. Again, Gyökeres, he's not doing anything. He's providing pressure, off the ball, but not doing a whole lot so far. Is that all he's gonna do? Gyökeres is just run around and apply pressure and not get any of the ball? Raya, what the fuck is Raya doing? Raya came off of his line, was expecting that ball to go into the... Oh my god! No way! Oh, Jesus! Holy fuck. Raya, what are you doing? Raya, the ball is trickling towards the goal line, and Raya comes out of his box to kind of guide it, and he fucks that up entirely. Gives away a throw-in, which lands right at the feet of of Alvarez, and Alvarez just has an open net to aim for. And luckily for Arsenal, that is off target. Raya, what the fuck are you doing, bro? What the hell was Raya doing there? Yo, Saka's popping off today. Timber. Gyökeres, what can Gyökeres do? Holds it up, he has it. Gyökeres. Alright, he finally gets involved, Victor. Oh, Alvarez gets that ball off of Saliba. Alvarez versus Saliba. Alvarez wins! Alvarez still has it! Oh my god, Alvarez. Barrios fakes the shot. Simeone thinking about the chip. Simeone crosses it. Gonzalez to Sorlad, and the danger is over. Oh man, if Alvarez would have finished that. But look at Saliba here. Saliba is with him all the way. Yeah, it's Gabriel. Gabriel does really well to recover there, because he was beat for a quick second, but then recovered well to get the ball off of Alvarez. Wow. Zubimendi. Very good from Zubimendi. High boot from Zubimendi, but he wins the ball. That's class. Saka versus Hanchko. He's been killing him all fucking day. Spares him. Timber. With the right chip, it's Gyökeres! No! Lenormand is there. Nice body feint there by Timber. Look, he's gonna feint left, and wrong foot's Nico. Why is there a thing called cat cam with the points? Oh, fuck! I know why, because I used to have cats. Oh my god, I forgot about that. That is funny. Yeah, I used to have cats when I started this stream. So I had this stream going on for... That is so funny. I used to have this stream like 5 years ago, back when I was living with a girlfriend, and we had cats together, so the points would win a cat cameo, basically. I forgot about that entirely. Yeah, I used to have cats, man, but I no longer have cats. And I have this guy now. Way more of a match, for sure. But that's funny. I'll remember to change that. God, that was a long time ago. I can't believe that just went over my head. Yeah, man, before I was dog dad, I used to be a cat dad. And when I split with that partner, we had those cats for like 3 years, something like that, 2 or 3 years. I mean, it was very much a mismatch in personalities. Like, I definitely have a dog personality, you know what I mean? A personality built for a dog. When did I start streaming? I started streaming late 2020. Yeah, like late 2020. About this time of the year in 2020. But basically, throughout my time with those cats, it was just very clear, like, I was not a cat person. And so when I split with that partner, I let her keep the cats, because I was just like, they're your cats. They very much favor you. Like, it was like a no-brainer. What dog breed is Zorro? Zorro, I have no idea, man. I've never done his DNA test or anything like that. But I suspect he has part Doberman, part German Shepherd. He's kind of lanky, like skinny, with a long tail, so I think he's part Cholo as well, maybe. Like, he has the face kind of like this, you know? But They're really hard to say. I don't fucking know. I've had him for over 2 years now. More like 2.5 years. And this is a fit. Like, this guy fucking, my whole world revolves around him, basically. And I was just not cut out to be a cat person. A cat dad, sadly. And that's okay. I hope they're doing well, those cats. Shout out to the cats. Pour one out. I'm sure they're doing fine. Zorro ain't I don't know what Zorro is, to be honest. He's a menace. He's a fucking menace, I'll give you that. Ooh, Nico loses it. Zubimendi has it. Saka's in. Saka. Saka crosses it low! Martinelli taps it in, but he's offside. Oh yeah, and Martinelli offside all day. Even if he's not offside, I don't think that goal counts because of the foul and build-up. Good IQ from Barrios there. To recover that ball, and just knowing that Eze was charging in and choosing the path of the pitch to travel and carry the ball into Barrios. Very smart. Very sharp spatial awareness by Lucas Barrios. Zubimendi hits Barrios now. You don't imagine that Zubimendi has many fouls like that left. And there's another one. There's a third foul by Zubimendi. I think he's booked. I think he's finally booked. Yep, Zubimendi is booked. And he misses the next match. Yeah, that was like three fucking fouls within a span of like as many minutes. Yeah, that kind of implies that the ref kind of thought it was a foul in the build-up to that disallowed goal. Is there an opener in this first half? I certainly hope so. Oh, that's a hard hit. Fuck. Nico Gonzalez is taking hits today, man. That looked like a hard hit from Eze in midair. I was just saying earlier how big he is. Damn. Oof. Nico Gonzalez takes that like a champ, honestly. He takes a shoulder to the face, and he gets up right away. Very, kudos to Nico. Does Gyökeres get a shot in this game? I think it's going to be very difficult for him to do that. Atleti have a free kick. Alvarez has a wicked free kick on him. It might be a little bit too far, but I don't think it's within doubt that he could go for it. No. I don't know. That's far. He's good, but he's not that fucking good. I don't think he goes for goal. No, I think he's going to pass it. The run-up is short. Oh, it is a shot! Jesus. Off target. The balls to try it, though. First half is over. I think a draw is still unlikely, and especially a 0-0 draw. I do expect one of these teams to have the quality to go ahead. It's probably going to be close, like 1-0, at most 2-0. Or it could just fucking, develop into a shootout. You never know. I feel like Arsenal have a better idea of what they're trying to do with the ball. It looks like Atleti are just sort of scrambling to put themselves into a powerful position when in possession. They're more or less fighting to gain control. And once they have control, the ideas are kind of lacking. Like, the creativity is lacking just a bit. Arsenal are playing their game the way they want to. And Atleti are really just not able to impose themselves stylistically at this point. So I give the edge to Arsenal right now. Oh shit. Yeah, I give the edge to Arsenal, for sure. Let's see what's going on elsewhere. Champions League match day. Holy fuck. Holy shit. Leverkusen PSG. Leverkusen 1. PSG 4. Both teams down to 10 men. What the fuck happened there? Okay. Let's wind it down. Here's a timeline for PSG Leverkusen. Willian Pacho opens the scoring for PSG in the 7th minute. Zabarni is booked in minute 24 for a foul in the box, and Alejandro Grimaldo misses a penalty for Leverkusen. And then about 8 minutes later, Leverkusen have a sending off, and it's Robert Andrich. And then 5 minutes after that, Zabarni is sent off. It looks here like Zabarni commits 2 penalties. That's what I'm getting from this. I haven't seen the highlights yet, but I'm sure we will. And this time, Garcia converts it for the 1-1. Zabarni, he's the kid from Bournemouth, right? He's new. After the penalty, after the 1-1, Doué scores not even 5 minutes after that. Kvaratskhelia makes it 3-1. And in the following minute, Desiree Doué scores again. So there's a series here from minute 41 to 45, or to minute 48, where PSG scored 3 goals. What the hell? Okay, here's the highlights from Villarreal City. And it's a goal from Haaland. He's a machine, dude. He got a software upgrade, and he's on fire at the moment. Newcastle are beating Benfica at the moment. That's cool. Who scored there? Anthony Gordon, one of my favorite players. Copenhagen and Dortmund are drawing right now at 1-1. Oh, but Dortmund have scored all the goals there because Copenhagen's solo effort was an own goal. That's pretty rough. PSV are beating Napoli. Wow. The reigning Italian champions are down at halftime, 2-1 to PSV. Hey, but McTominay scored for Napoli. McTominay should have won the Ballon d'Or, dude. Union Saint-Gilloise losing 2-0 to Inter. No surprise there. 1 o'clock in the afternoon here on the west coast of beautiful, sunny Southern California. Just as I don't know where any of my viewers are at the moment. It's currently 72 degrees out with a couple clouds in the sky. And it's just a beautiful, wonderful day. Beautiful, wonderful, pitch perfect day in October. Teams are taking the field, and start of the second half is imminent. Atleti are a better second half team than they are first half. Now that they fully understand the assignment, I expect them to turn it around, Atleti. And the tides of the match will probably turn in their favor. Atleti start off with the ball here for the start of the second half. What can they do to break into this match? They haven't been totally smothered out by Arsenal. They've held their own, but have kind of lacked a bit of creativity or an idea of what they want to do with the ball once they have it. Here's Alvarez immediately in the box. Alvarez. Great feet by Alvarez. He still has it. Oh, well defended. Arsenal get it out of the danger zone, and Gyökeres takes a hit to end the danger. You know what's actually funny? Is that Atletico were pissed off because the Emirates didn't have hot water. They filed a complaint with UEFA over that. That's next level trolling. Alvarez turns, shoots! Oh my god, hits the crossbar. Holy Jesus. Look at the skill here. Touches it, turns, smacks it. Curler. Just can't beat the crossbar. That's world class. To create a shot from distance like that out of nothing. Alvarez is a savage for even trying that. He's had the best chances, Alvarez. He had the open goal from the Raya fuck up. He had a decent shot with the free kick and then was only beat by the crossbar there. Atleti growing in danger. They're becoming a bigger threat as the match goes along. Saliba had the ball out of his feet, and on the right side, running up the flank was Timber, and simultaneously was Saka running backwards. Very clever movement off the ball by Arsenal. I've seen it a couple times. Here. The whole team is in on it. It's really nice. That's why I think Arsenal have the edge. They know exactly what they want to do. Arsenal have plans and ideas that they're trying to invoke in this match, and they're succeeding for the most part. Very intentional possessions by them. Oh, that's a bad giveaway by Nico. Martinelli has it. Still has it, Martinelli. The challenges are starting to fly here. Is there a foul on Martinelli here? No, he fouls Llorente, but Martinelli wins the whistle. Gabriel, what a set piece. Oh, Atleti would be pissed at that. Martinelli wins that foul, and arguably it should have been against him. And from this set piece, Arsenal are able to swing in the ball right onto the head of Gabriel, who scores the opener. Wow. Rice, what a cross. Declan Rice with the outswinger. It's a free header pretty much for Gabriel. Damn, dude. That free kick shouldn't have happened in the first place. Kind of actually really a shitty goal. We have the opener, 1-0 to Arsenal in the 58th minute. Atleti have dog in them. Here's Alvarez. Ooh, great pass by Alvarez. Giuliano Simeone goes for the top corner, but doesn't get it on target. Atleti try to respond immediately. Oh, it's getting fun here. Quick throw in by Alvarez. This is Simeone. Simeone gets the best of Rice. Simeone beats Rice again. Blocked by Rice. Nice recovery from Declan. Alvarez with the curler cleared by Luis Skelly. It's a corner for Atleti. Alright, it's getting intense. Great. Alright, the tempo has just risen quite a bit. Atleti want to equalize and bring it back as soon as possible. The high press still very effective for Arsenal. Look at this. It's been an hour. Llorente crosses it. It's... Oh my god. Hansko got ahead to that Llorente cross with all kinds of pace on it and just can't get it into the goal. God damn it. What a miss. Hansko saw it all the way. How do you not get that on target, man? That was made for Hansko to equalize. Look at Lewis Skelly. What a run by Skelly. Skelly. Sends in Martinelli. The curler and the finish. Wow. 2-0 for Arsenal. What a goal. Lewis Skelly just ran about 30-40 yards and provided a perfect assist for Martinelli. Atleti just committed too many numbers forward for the press. And somehow Lewis Skelly was able to dance around all of that pressure and went on a tear of a run. It's a great finish by Martinelli as well. It is a great curling finish to the far post of Oblak, who does get a finger to it. It does kiss the post, but it goes in. And that's a punch right to the stomach of Atletico, who just made those 3 changes. What can they do? There's plenty of time left. Here's Eze on it. Eze has it. Arsenal smell blood in the water. Martinelli, remember, was part of the reason they got that foul, that free kick. The whistle was blown in his favor, Martinelli, and then the goal happened from that set piece. And now he scores. He should get a de facto assist for that, for that first goal too. It's all Arsenal still. Atleti cannot get a sniff. Lewis Skelly, nice. Lewis Skelly. Here's Zubimendi again. Zubimendi in over the top for Martinelli again. Martinelli crosses it. Oh my god. Eze. It lands to Gyökeres. And Gyökeres scores. Oh no, but he fouled. It's a foul. Is it a goal? Gyökeres actually scores. Is it going to stand though? Because it looks like there could be a foul committed by Gyökeres before he scored that goal. You just cannot contain this Arsenal squad with pressure. Oh no, yeah, that's a goal all day. Eze's karate kick just moves the ball right to the feet of Gyökeres, and Gyökeres kicks it through Hansko. And it's 3-0. Who saw that coming? Okay, well, you figure that's about it. Gyökeres actually scored, goddamn. It's an ugly goal. It is an ugly goal, admittedly. But he's on the score sheet. Martinelli again, man of the match for me. Gyökeres. Gyökeres has it in the box, moves out of it now. Nice turn to get away from Lenormand, and it's a corner. Everything going wrong for Atleti here. Gyökeres actually scored, what the fuck. Declan Rice is standing over the corner. He's gonna swing it in with the right foot. Oh my god, it's Gyökeres again! It's Gyökeres again! The cross to the far post finds the head of Gabriel, who centers it right for Gyökeres, who cleans house. 4-0. Wow. This Arsenal side might be the real deal. I've said it before. A pair of ugly goals for Gyökeres, but he's not going to give one shit. 4-0. Wow. Wow. I got this one all wrong. Oh, shit. Gabriel is coming off for Arsenal. Eze also comes off. That is a big dick move by Arteta, dude. Like, he's just taking off his stars. Zubimendi comes off. Norgard is in. Arteta just taking the foot off the pedal. Saying, we got this. We're not worried about you. Everyone forward for Atleti. If they want any shot of a comeback, they need to score now. 4 goals in 25 minutes. 4-0. Nil for Atleti. Nothing. Zilch. Nada. Does Gyökeres complete the hat trick? That's the only thing missing from this performance. Is to punctuate it with a Gyökeres hat trick. Arsenal, this could be the year for Arsenal, honestly. Liverpool are going through it. City, I don't think, are as good as they seem to be. City are one Haaland injury away from the end of their title challenge, for sure. They're a little overly reliant on the Norwegian, for my liking. You figure Alvarez is one of the top strikers in form at the moment, and Arsenal were pretty much able to keep him contained. He had a few shots out, you know. Raya gifted him one. I wouldn't say he was pocketed. He was definitely still a problem, but they were able to manage him very well. These are good times for Arsenal fans. I know a couple of dudes that'll be very happy. Shout out to my boy Max, my other homie Josh. Big Arsenal fans. No hat trick for Gyökeres. He's coming off. Atleti, this is the second time that Atleti traveled to England and failed to get a result. This contest is done, but it is just still so fucking entertaining to see how far Arsenal have come along. Most of the Emirates is already heading for the exits. They've seen enough. That's so funny. Like, you guys have been dying for a team of this quality, and you're winning 4-0, and you decide you've had enough of this shit? Bros, enjoy your moment. Stick around, enjoy your moment, get your money's worth. 8 clean sheets in 11 matches this season. Arsenal. Wow. With a guy like Raya? That's wild. Raya practically gave up wanted to give away his clean sheet today. No consolation for Atleti today. Crushing defeat. That's game. Arsenal 4, Atleti 0. Who the fuck saw that coming? I knew that Atleti had some frailties for sure, but 4-0? I didn't think they were that bad. I think Arsenal are just that good right now. They're in incredible form. The best form in England for sure. Who do they face next? Did I understand that right? Is that Bayern that they're up against next? If so, oh my god, that is going to be an epic match. It's next month. But up next for Arsenal will be Sunday at the Crack of Dawn here in the West Coast at 7 a.m. Arsenal take on Crystal Palace, which is actually a really good matchup. Crystal Palace are really good right now. Wow, wow, wow. What a result. This Arsenal side continues to prove that they have the juice this season. They're good now, but how long can they stay on top for? All of those goals came within a span of less than 15 minutes. It was like 13 minutes of pure assault. That small window is all it took for Arsenal to blow this shit out of the water. That is impressive. How do you even defend against that if you're Atleti? The ball just rolled Arsenal's way. It's impressive. Very impressive. They just dominated. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Great show. Great show.